Sam, big points dropped tonight.
I don't even know where to start. This is just PTSD, bad memories from last season, to be honest with you. Once again, with the forward line players, some shit never changes. It's just the same people letting us down over and over again. You know, people talk about defending. People will say stuff like this. I get it. You know, the defending for the 2 goals was bad, but we could score about 10 goals today. We just missed all our opportunities. Darwin Núñez misses a sitter. Jota misses about 4 sitters. He was crap as well. And it's just boring, to be honest with you. It's just boring. It's the same old movie over and over again. Some of these players are a bunch of P-word. I don't want to insult a lot, so I don't get Terrace stream demonetized. So, you know, I'm absolutely livid. I'm absolutely fuming. I'm starting to lose hope. And if we lose this league title to Nwaneri and Moreno, we just need to like dissolve the club at this point, because that's absolutely pathetic and disgraceful. And I'm just looking at the way that we play. We no longer have that control that we had at the start of the season. We no longer have that defensive stability. And on top of that, our forwards are missing chances like there is no tomorrow. Once again, we created enough chances to absolutely destroy Aston Villa today. We didn't. Slot criticism is his substitutions made us significantly worse. Trent had momentum, absolutely incredible for that goal. He was absolutely cooking. He had a very good performance. And, you know, after he scored the goal, he had amazing momentum. He was a creative outlet for us. He just subbed him off because of premeditated, he can only play 60 minutes. Even if you want to sub him off, at least give him 10, 15 more minutes, see if he can cook, see if he can cook up something, see if he can do something. Szoboszlai, absolutely disgraceful performance for a number 10. I know he created the chance for Núñez, but overall, I'm saying in the final third, listen, no one props up a number 10's work rate. No one cared about Ozil's work rate or Kaká's work rate or any number 10 in history's work rate. So we're not going to sit up here and do work rate prop like we're doing Conor Gallagher. So for me now, the margin for error is 0. I don't care how many points ahead of Arsenal we are. Others can bring out the calculator. I won't. I have it here to mock them because I believe in momentum. I don't believe in calculations, you know, and we can lose here and we can lose there, and it's okay because we're this many points ahead. Momentum is very important in the sport. Momentum is very important in football, and we just absolutely bottled the opportunity to have momentum today. And for me, it's on the forward line players and it's on Slot for the substitutions. And I have to say it because I'm someone who keeps the same energy with the players. I think this is Gravenberg's 3rd bad game in a row, to be honest with you. And I think it's affecting us negatively because I don't know if you remember 3 years ago, not 3 years ago, longer than that, like 6 years ago when Chelsea had Mauricio Sarri, it used to be a thing like if you stopped Jorginho, you stopped Chelsea. And I feel like I'm not going to go that far with us because we still have like Salah, Van Dijk, etc. But it feels like when you stop that dynamism in midfield, you just stop us. And Slot's plan worked, specifically that first 15, 20 minutes. We just didn't capitalize when it comes to taking our opportunities. And then when Aston Villa scored pathetic defending from a set piece, they scored again. But once again, we create enough chances to win the game, and we just don't because we just like to F around and mess around. And draws have come back in title races to bite us in the ass before. And I hope this time they don't come back to bite us in the ass again. That's the only thing I can pray for. I can only pray that West Ham do something. I can only pray that Forest do something against Arsenal. Because the way that we are playing, I'll be honest with you, we're going to drop points again from now till the end of the year. And this is just the reality of the situation. We've been, unfortunately, absolute dog shit in front of goal today. And yeah, that's my analysis and summary of the game, to be honest with you.
I just wanted to ask you when you were saying that about Gravenberg in the last 3 games, what is he not doing that he was prior? What's missing from his game that you think's become a problem?
I don't even think necessarily it's like missing something. I don't know what G and Ram think, but like I don't think it's necessarily like something that's missing. I think it's just because sometimes I feel like we like to find excuses for players, and I just don't want to do that. I actually think it's he needs to step up. This is your moment, you know. This is the run, and this is like people criticize Salah as an example for the run. Okay, today 1 goal, 1 assist away at Villa Park. Yeah, Habib, what more you want? Like some players just have to step up, guys. We can't just keep relying on the same people over and over again. Jota need to step up. Núñez need to step up. Szoboszlai need to step up. This isn't a scapegoating thing. As an example, I thought Robertson was very good today. I thought he was one of our better players today, Andy Robertson. This is not scapegoating a clock. Robertson was very good. Curtis Jones was very good. It's actually the players that we rely on that let us down. If I told Terry before at Straight Facts today, Jota's going to have like 4 clear-cut opportunities, he's going to say he's going to score at least 2 of them. Hell, worst case scenario, he's going to score 1 of them. He scored none of them. So that's the thing. The only thing that I blame Slot for is the substitutions, because his substitutions ruined the game. In terms of Gravenberch, he needs to hold individual responsibility because he's not playing out of the press like he used to. He's not passing like he used to. He's not evading presses like he used to. And I don't know what that is down to. Is it the pressure moments getting to him? I don't know what it is.
I think on that is one of Gravenberch's best attributes is when he does get pressed, because of his agility and the way he moves, it's so easy for him to get out of it. Teams have stop doing that now. They're like, okay, fine, let's see what you can do. Can you dictate play? And he doesn't have the passing capability or the vision to dictate play like you'd want. Say, for instance, like a Michael Carrick used to do for United, or for what Busquets did for Barcelona. He doesn't have that capability. He is a box-to-box midfielder. No. He travels from box to box because he's good at running. He's a strong runner, and he's very good at keeping the ball. That's one of his big attributes. He's never been a great dictator of play, and that's one of the key things that we need in a DM. That's the simple fact about it. But it's more than Gravenberch, because I think the whole setup that Stott did for today was spot on. We had 4 in midfield, 4 centre midfielders. The first 15 minutes, we were controlling the game. We had good amounts of possession. We were keeping the ball. We made chances. It's just the fact of the matter is, Jota decides to put all of his shots near the corner flag than near the goal. Núñez, look, we gave him praise for Brentford, but we also said he will cost us games this season. But unfortunately, people don't want to hear that. We remember last season, Newcastle, he saved us. But remember Luton, remember games like that. He will cost us games. And today was another example. Szoboszlai is my guy. So everyone knows I wanted Szoboszlai at the start last season. But for me, he's not a 10. Might as well play him as a DM. At least he can defend. Like, there's no point of him playing up top if he's not going to take any risk. He plays as if he's shook and he can't control the ball and sort out his feet. This is a 10. This is a guy that's meant to be your most creative player, your most technical footballer, and he's not even doing that. It's absolutely crazy. And do you know what the fun part of it is? I didn't think we actually played that badly. For the first 75 minutes, I didn't think we played badly. It's just that 2 stupid errors defensively, not tracking your runners, cost us. And the fact we can't take our chances when we had 4. And people like to talk about the Núñez open goal miss. Do you guys forget that he was running through on goal and decides to try and take on Martinez instead of pass it to Curtis Jones? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You have Curtis Jones and Mo Salah free. And there's a simple square ball to them and he didn't decide to pass it to them. This is the stuff that we've got to deal with. Like, because Núñez fans will say he's done this, he's done that, but they don't want to acknowledge the fact that he's cost us games. And this is the crunch time of it all. We need to be scraping through these games against Aston Villa, the likes of Manchester City that's coming up next. And it is poor. It's absolutely poor that we can't seem to get these games over the line. It is ridiculous, man. It is.
Villa were there for the taking today. Villa were there for the taking. And if we would have taken our chances and been as dominant as we should have been, we would have won comfortably. And the fact that we let them in, the fact that we even gave them opportunities in this game is concerning. You just have to hope that things will turn around, because we have had some poor performances recently. I wouldn't say today's performance was that bad, but sometimes when you have like the other day, like at Wolves, we had a bad performance, we won the game. Today's was a decent performance, but ultimately it's almost worth nothing because we dropped the points. Villa are going through a bad spell. Villa had some players out. Yes, we had some players out as well, fine. But player for player, we're a better team than Villa. And we didn't show it today. And especially there was a period, maybe, I think it was maybe from the 50th to the 70th minute, where basically we were camped in their half, playing the ball around, and we just couldn't capitalise. And it's not good enough, unfortunately. Look, we still have... we're going to drop points. I don't think the crazy thing is I don't think Liverpool fans are under any illusions that we're going to drop points. But I also think Arsenal will drop points, and that's the only thing that gives me some comfort, because people will look at the Leicester result, for example, and say, "Oh yeah, they won that game." but they were also pretty bad in that game for the vast majority. And then Mikel Merino came on and won the game. So I think both teams are going to drop points. We just need to be professional. We need to hopefully. I said this about the Wolves game. Hopefully, this result is the kick up the arse that we need going into the City game and going forward, because today wasn't enough.
Yeah. Listen, I get you on that. I'm going to come to G in a minute about Liverpool.